Hi guys, today we're going to be making curried fish and we're using fresh wild pink snappers. Take a look at how gorgeous these are. It smells good. Oh my goodness, you guys are going to love this. You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. Let's go with a list of ingredients. So we're starting off with wild pink snapper, and the wild is important because the farm-raised stuff is no good for you. Okay, you might as well not eat any fish if you're going to eat farm-raised. And we've got, what do we have here, Joe? Jamaican curry powder. So then we have salt. We have some cilantro, and we didn't have a whole lot left, so he kind of like picked off of the stems. He's got a big onion here. I'm not sure if he's going to use the whole thing. A couple potatoes, some okra, and of course in Belize we call this what? Okra. Come on, Joe, stick with me. And then what are these? Green onions?
Green onion.
Yeah,
a little piece in
green
there.
onions. And you're never going to find me cooking with this, so this is definitely a Joe menu, okay? So these are the ingredients that we're going to need. And now let's get into making of the curry fish. Alright, so when we got this from the store, it was already pretty much clean, and Joe just kind of took it to the sink and checked for any strayway scales that could be on it. And check the inside to make sure they got the gills and everything. Joe always double checks that type of stuff. One time when I first got married to Joe, I made fish for him, and I didn't know they didn't take the gills out, and I fried it like that. Joe threw the whole fish away. Anyways, he washed it already with some lemon or lime or vinegar, white vinegar, whichever one you have to use. And now what he's gonna do is get them cut in two. Okay, so let's get started. Here we go, Joe.
Cut them in half.
You don't need a cutting board?
Nah.
Oh, you're a pro like that? Oh, cool. It went pretty easy, right? So, let's get the other one. Hold it more for me because it keeps moving. So now we have 4 whole pieces, right? So, I don't want none of the head. I want the tail.
No. I'm going to core them like this, or put this.
Okay, so he's going to core them. And it goes all the way to the skeleton when he cores it like that, alright?
This is the way I do it.
And Joe is a pro. So Joe is preparing to season the fish, and all he's going to use is some salt and black pepper. So he's eyeballing how much he puts in this bowl, just like equal parts. And at first he's going to rub it in the slits of the fish, and then on the entire body on the outside, and then on the insides. Okay, don't forget the insides, or else that part will be bland. And so now we set this aside and we're preparing. He's doing the potatoes while I'm doing the easy stuff, the green onions. I like working in the kitchen with Joe from time to time, but he's kind of bossy. No, he's kind of bossing me around right now. Look, look. No, he's not. So anyways, he's cutting his potatoes into chunks, and they're not bite-sized pieces, okay? They're just chunks. And look, I want to show you guys, because every time I meet you guys in the street, you ask me who runs the cameras. See, there's no one running my cameras. I always tell you guys, it's only the angels that run the cameras. So anyways, he's getting some okra ready. And I can't stand saying okra, because in Belize it's okra. And he cuts off the tails and the heads, or the crowns, and he's just cutting those into bite-sized pieces. And look, he did not use a whole lot from the package. And we're going to use a piece of this onion. So over to the stove, he gets a large soup pot, and he puts like 6 cups of water, and you put as much as you need to get it to like the halfway mark, okay? Put the fire on high because we want this to boil. He's adding the excess or the leftover salt and black pepper that he used on the fish, just kind of stirring it in there. And then now it's time to add the curry powder. And in your neck of the woods, if you don't have curry powder, go ahead and use yellow ginger. And he's only putting 2 tablespoons. They're about 2 heaping tablespoons. Stirs up the pot really, really well. And then now what he's gonna do next is go ahead and put some of that onion in it. So he's dicing it, and he's dicing it into pretty big chunks because he doesn't like to mince it. And just put it in there and cook it until it's a little bit tender, so about 5 minutes I would say. And the water will change color once it starts cooking for some reason. It won't look as yellow as this. It's more like a yellow-orange hue to it. And we didn't put anything else in there, so he's cutting up more green onions because he didn't think I cut up enough. And now he's going to add his cilantro, and he could have really added this when he added the onions, but he's adding it kind of late, and then he adds the okra and the green onions and let that cook for about 5 minutes before he adds the fish in the whole pieces. And then we're going to watch this cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. You have to keep an eye on this because you don't want the fish to get too soft and break away into the soup. He added an extra cup of water. You may need to do that. See, it's ready. This is 20 minutes later. It's more than ready. Look at it, how gorgeous it is. And we serve it with white rice. You guys are going to love this. Don't forget to check out my website to purchase a copy of any of the books. Go to bearpantryshow.com and click on the store tab. Alright guys, so that was so simple to make. I'm so glad that Joe was able to spend some time with us in the kitchen today, and I will invite him back in a little while to come on camera. But I wanted to share a little bit of information with you guys. Recently, Joe and I had the honor and the pleasure to attend the birthday party of one of my viewers / subscribers. You know, she has long become a friend since I started the show. October coming will make 3 years since I've been doing the show, and I met her like right at the beginning. Her YouTube handle is More Than a Conqueror, and she is truly more than a conqueror. Her backstory is she suffered a massive stroke at age 34, and I met her when she was 38, and now she was turning 40 when she invited me to her birthday party. And I didn't really realize this till I went to her party, but she said that it was because of my show that she got back into the kitchen, because she has some physical limitations. And she says my show really helped her to get back in the kitchen and make all these wonderful foods. So I was so excited to meet her. I was so honored to be invited, and she was so thrilled that I was able to come. Her family and friends and loved ones were so appreciative, you know, that I came. I was really shocked. I was really shocked because I didn't really know anybody at that party. And Joe and I went, and I told him I have to go meet this lady because she's so strong, and I love meeting strong people. And I went down to Gardena in California because this lady lives in Nevada, but she had the party here, so she made it easy for me to go because it wasn't all the way in Nevada, right? And we went to the party at this Belizean restaurant, and like I said, her friends and family were awesome. They were so welcoming, and the lady's real name is Kiva, and Kiva just really showed me some love. At least half the people that were there that day were viewers and subscribers of the show, and at least 99.9% of them she introduced the show to. So she's one of the people that's doing exactly what I ask you guys to do, right? Is share the show with your friends and family. So it was kind of like a little meet and greet that I didn't plan, because they were so happy to meet me, and I was so happy to receive of everything that they were giving me. Just a lot of love and appreciation, and it just made me so excited and gave me some energy to get back in the kitchen and get things going. Because you know when you kind of fall ill, you kind of lose your mojo, right? Anyways, I'm back, and I'm so excited that she invited me. I'm so grateful that I met all those people, and I want to give a shout out to Kiva's brother, Ian, and his beautiful wife, Soroya. And Kiva's mom is Fern Johnson, and of course Kiva's husband Malik. Thanks for having me, guys. I really, really had a fantastic time. So let me invite Joe back into the camera, and so we can go ahead and taste this wonderful fish. And like I always tell you, share the show for me. Thanks for picking up the books, and until I see you guys again, take care. But let me have Joe come back in, okay? Okay, so we moved to the dinner table because Joe says it looks nicer. See my plate? Look at Joe's plate. He has none.
I left out in the cold.
Please check out my review channel right here on YouTube. It's called Bear Pantry Talk. Also, check out my vlog channel. It's called Babs Bear Talk.